I teamed up with Noah from Blackthronprod and Yän to make a game in 48 hours for the GMTK Game Jam 2020. I screen recorded the entirety of the jam for you and now I'm editing it down to a 15-minute video. Enjoy!
Hi to you too.
Test.
Oh, hi, yeah.
Test.
I think that before the end of the day, we should have the Unity collab set up and, you know, a few good ideas. Or maybe I think the idea we want to work on in the morning tomorrow.
Yeah.
That sounds good, yeah.
So our Friday was spent on very important preparations, very high focus work. We definitely didn't goof around or anything.
Jonas, you need to join in.
I'm not sure I should. Oh no.
Yes, do it.
Do it, Jonas. Jump in the swimming pool. Somebody's asking, is it the real Jonas? No way.
No. I don't want to be famous.
I've never felt famous. Game Makers took us all the celebs.
No. Our preparations just became more and more intellectual. Oh, maybe I can actually put the screen cap in the foreground. Ooh, it's working. Oh yeah, it's working. Nice. Now you're drawing on top of me.
Oh, the jam starting in 45.
We're busy with some very important stuff here. Come
Actually,
on.
this is crucial, I would say. This is what we call the warm-up phase.
Hi.
Oh, I just went to Discord and I now see the Jonas behind the thing. Oh, God.
If you're watching this video as soon as it goes out, that means you have 2 days to make a game. The theme is out of control.
Oh, out of control.
As ever,
you were
how you interpret that is entirely up to you.
With that, we finally had a reason to get to work. God damn it, this is supposed to be a game dev video. So as you can see here, we used Miro for brainstorming ideas together. The more people there are in your game jam team, the more ideas there usually are, which obviously makes it harder to agree on something.
Perhaps you need to tame a giant beast. Just out of control.
Can we please make the town building game and then suddenly that monster is introduced that eats all of your buildings?
It's kind of like a constant battle against the beast.
How
exactly.
can we do that without the feature creep?
The topic of the jam was definitely quite interesting. Like, how do you take control away from the player without negatively impacting the enjoyment you can have with the game? And of course, feature creep, man. Last game jam we did such a good job keeping feature creep under control. This time I forgot all about it and the feature creep just went wild. Okay, what if we make a kindergarten game and the children are just completely out of control?
I like that even better than the zoo. Yeah, like across the day, more and more kids come in, and you have to kind of like deal with their bullshit.
And the children all have unique little quirks. Like one of them just pukes all over the place. One of them destroys all of your furniture.
Oh my god, that would be so fun.
Hello, I am Alarmy, your automatic feature creep detection assistant. I have detected slight amounts of feature creep.
And then every time a new child appears, a giant text appears on the screen with sound effect. Timmy arrives.
Yeah, we could even randomize the kids.
Increased amounts of feature creep detected. Warning! Warning!
So like the loose state would be there's too much chaos.
No, I feel like we should definitely embrace the chaos and allow for a lot of chaos.
Feature creep warning! Feature creep warning!
Like what other cool interactions could the kids have that you would have to handle?
Oh, I mean the list is endless. I feel like the problem is more how do we keep the list short enough so we can actually do it.
We could do like let's do this actually. I think that's kind of a good thing to do. We could just compile a bunch of ideas that we have, and then just pick our favorites.
Okay,
yeah, true.
Okay, let's do that.
Oof, my warnings have worked. They've realized it. Yippee!
One worry I have with the game is that it definitely feels like a very content-driven game, where I'm not sure how fun this would be.
Yeah. See, like the more we add, the better it would be.
Exactly.
But how much can we add?
Yeah.
And, as we have determined already, everything.
Okay, guys, have fun. I'm out of here.
So we pushed our warranted doubts aside and just got to it.
Now the Unity navigation system doesn't actually support 2D, so instead we'll be using the A-Star pathfinding project to quickly and easily set up an enemy that will find the shortest path available to our player.
My first job was to implement pathfinding for the kids, and as I had never done that before, I had to look up a Brecky's tutorial. Noah got started on the art, of course, and Yän got started on coding the player movement. After an hour or two, I finally had some children randomly roaming around the map. It was a bit trickier than expected because sometimes the children would pick unreachable target locations, which would make them get stuck. So I grabbed them with space, yeah?
Yes.
Ooh. Oh,
there you are.
Oh god.
Have you been talking and we haven't helped you because the mic didn't work?
Oh man, I've been talking and talking.
Oh no. Why do they ignore me?
Exactly. Oh, they're really into their conversation on rigid bodies right now.
No, we couldn't hear you. Sorry.
Oh yes, my microphone was on mute.
Okay.
Yes, I was saying very good. I can grab the children. It's all working nicely.
Nice. You can also control it with the controller, by the way.
So wait, do we split children into different parts then, or?
Yes.
I think we should chop them up, yeah.
Next up, I gave children some interaction points they can run to and interact with. That way they're not always just randomly running around all the time. In the meanwhile, the other two implemented the art, and piece by piece everything was coming together. Next up, I wrote a speech bubble system for the children so they could express themselves. Every interaction point got an icon, and then in the speech bubbles the children could tell you which interaction point they're going to. So the right one is the candy point, the left one is the pooping point. And then the star is the current placeholder for the roaming around. There were some more issues we had to figure out, of course, like occlusions. You can see here the player is not properly covered by the tree. The kids' AI already started to become quite confusing due to my spaghetti code.
Oh, another collab by Jonas, child speech update.
Yeah, they don't have speech bubbles anymore when roaming, which actually looks a lot better.
Yeah, the game is certainly starting to look cool, but yeah, the sorting layer is troublesome.
At that point, the first day was slowly coming to its end, which was troublesome because the game loop was not really up and running yet. We couldn't really play the game yet, so we had no idea if the game would even be any fun. Probably an indicator that our idea was a little bit too big. Yeah, what else do we need to do to get the main gameplay loop up and running?
That's a good question. What is the main gameplay loop would be the follow-up question.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to figure that out. Back to the drawing board.
No, I mean, I really honestly don't know how to define it right now, so.
I see the sorting order is good to go. I've almost finished the...
Have you heard anything that we've been saying?
No, I just logged in right now.
Oh, well, we've been talking to you.
Oh shit. I don't think we can call the game fun just yet.
Nope.
Our game.
Our game, yeah.
Still making some decent progress on Will You Snail, by the way.
You just try to reach the end of the level, and I'll try to kill you.
It's a game where you go up against an interactive AI called Squid.
Whoever rules intelligence rules the world. What can I say? My laser placement is just way too good.
If you are interested, head over to Steam and hit that wishlist button. Helps the channel a lot. Thank you, thank you. The main challenge for the rest of the day was really just to make our Game Jam game somewhat fun and playable.
I mean, sure, having lots of kids is kind of fun to look at, but I'm not really sure what I'm doing here. And actually, it looks like the game really looks cool when there's tons of kids all over the place. Like, it would look great. A screenshot would look really entertaining and interesting.
Yeah, but the gameplay is just...
But the gameplay's lacking.
Back to the drawing board we went, as things were falling apart in our own hands. The prophecy said that the code had to be delivered before the last sun ray touches the code. After a while I finally got the fighting up and running, which actually made the game a lot more interesting. So now you had to calm down crying children and separate fighting children. Yeah, added some camera movement and this progress bar at the top here. So slowly things were coming together a little bit. Hello.
Oh my god, it's Jonas!
Oh, it's Jonas! Oh, wow!
Maybe we can call it like Nurery Curse.
Good, he's constantly coming out with the good names. Nurery Curse. I like it.
My first task of the day was to set up a simple score screen. Then I made sure the kids automatically leave the school when the day is over. They were a bit stubborn at first and didn't want to leave, but then eventually I got it working. Everybody's on the toilet.
all uploaded music is in. You can listen to the individual loops. Listen to the one that is labeled T5. It's the most fun one.
Okay, it's coming up, coming up.
Okay, let's listen to it. Ah, beautiful.
Isn't it?
Oh, my ears. I hope the first one sounds nicer.
Yeah.
Ooh, yes.
It does.
So Yän was making music, Noah was making art, and I was doing all kinds of small things like implementing the music. We fade between 5 different music tracks, so the music gets crazier and crazier the closer you are to the end of the day. As we had a little bit of extra time, we decided to give the children one additional interaction, and that is playing with fire. So the kids who want to play with fire show a little fire icon over their head, and then of course you need to stop them.
I climbed the fire particles, what do you think?
Oh yes, I've seen them, it's so nice. So the kids look like they're completely on fire now when they're playing with the fire.
Going to the outside there to one spot, right? That doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah. You need to download. I fixed that. For me, the rest of the day was mostly implementing sound effects and a little bit of tutorial stuff. The sound effects really brought the game to life. Like Yän did a great job with the sound effects.
We need you, Jonas, for angry screams angry yells from the kids.
Oh, okay. Let me close the door first.
Yes.
What were you doing? I'm just seeing these audio waves appear here on my screen.
Jonas outdid himself, I think.
So with my epic cringe screaming skills, I could finally be useful after all.
Nurery Curse.
Nursery curse. Nursery curse.
Noah made this epic little intro here. Mark waits by the school gates. He looks forward to seeing the cute little devils. Turned out pretty cool, and we think it also helps players to understand what they need to do in the game. We also implemented some tooltips when the level starts, just so you know which buttons you can use.
Hey, Jonas, tell me what you think of this thumbnail.
Ooh.
Should I add Nurery Curse on it as well, or just leave it like that?
That looks creepy as hell.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, there's 2 hours remaining!
Hurry up, guys. Hurry up.
Hurry up.
The nature of the beast that audio mixing is always the last thing to...
Yeah. We were essentially waiting for Yän to finish the audio mixing. I did some final bug fixing in the meanwhile. Noah started setting up the itch page. Unfortunately, the god of game dev still had something in store for us. Oh, we have a ton of null reference exceptions. That is not very nice. Where are they coming from? Help, what? No. Yeah, let's just ignore it and hope that was nothing. I didn't see anything.
I'm also having a ton of... Oh, it's like in child, e-kid stage, child in the track state.
Oh, you're having it as well? Oh, damn it. While null reference errors are usually quite easy to fix, this time we just couldn't figure it out. Might have been the stress, because we were really running out of time. Damn.
Oh no.
Why now? I didn't even change anything.
Jonas,
Well, maybe we...
you've doomed us all.
The game dev gods, they have finally survived.
This had to happen 1 hour before. Okay, let's not panic.
More exciting.
Let's not panic.
At very least I know what null is.
What is that?
The audio loop control is null.
Wait, yeah, okay, that makes sense, because the audio loop control is missing. Someone removed it.
Aha.
Great.
That's a big no-no.
Well, we can go back to an old collab and look at the values.
I'll spare you the tension. Obviously we got it up and running. It was kinda close though. So this is the final game. It starts all kind of chill, but then it gets crazier and crazier as time goes on. Yes, it didn't turn out perfect. Like, there are a couple of issues, of course, but it was a nice learning experience nonetheless. Another reminder that you shouldn't overscope. I got a chance to dip my toes into A-star pathfinding, which was very nice. Plus, there's one thing we got absolutely right. Things do get very out of control.
What a day.
Ah, what an intense journey I am going to eat. I'm going to stare at the sky I'm gonna sleep well tonight.
The results are in by now, and we ended up on the 377th place out of about 5,000 submissions. Considering all of the other great entries, it definitely feels like a fair result. We had fun, and we'll try to do even better next time.
Okay, you can grab the orange children now.
Do we split children into different parts then, or?
I feel like the stink blending, I feel like it's a bit too smudgy, I think.
Okay, now we have a lot of poopers. Hopefully that will make somebody cry. Yeah. Damn it, now they just stop crying all by themselves. Man, what the frick.
What happens if, like, there's two kids who want to use the same toilet seat, and you grab one, okay, but you grab one kid, and so will you just start doing poo?
Every time a child gets up from the toilet, it's instantly upset. No.
No, kids who left the toilet successfully are not crying here.
I increased the kid spawn rate. We have a lot of crying children now.
That's good.
Good news.
God, everybody's on the toilet.
I need to start Jonas quotes again. How do you like it?
I like the reverb on that. I'ma link you Noah's video about the game jam right here. Go check that out right now. Big shout out to both Yän and Noah. They are an amazing team to work with. Shout out to Mark Brown, aka Game Maker's Toolkit, who organized this game jam. And shout out to all of you for watching. Thanks for putting up with my BS. See you next one.